I've been told before that I'm weird because of how much I talk to my mom. I'm in my late 20s, but we still talk on the phone pretty much every single day, sometimes more than once a day. Now, some of our conversations are only 5 to 10 minutes, but I'd say in an average week, we probably spend about 3 hours on the phone with one another. I think part of the reason that we talk so much is because we both process our emotions externally. And so we've taken to using each other as sounding boards or just to process through what we're thinking. I think there's 2 kinds of sounding boards people can be for each other, and my mother and I do both. The first type of sounding board is the I just don't want to look weird talking to myself sounding board. I remember back in one of my high school math classes, I needed this kind of sounding board a lot. During tests, if there was a question that I didn't quite know the answer to, I would just go up to my teacher's desk and start talking about the problem. I know this is true, so this must be true, so this is how I solve it. One time I did that and she asked me if I actually had a question. I told her no, I didn't, and she told me to go sit down, but I was able to get to the answer just by talking it out. The second type of sounding board is the I need to hear what I think in your voice sounding board. I think this happens a lot with me and my mom, where I already know what I think, I just need confirmation from her. I have literally so many examples of this that I called my mom to ask which one she thought might make a good story for a video. I was already thinking I might talk about my decision to leave grad school, and she said that was a really good idea. I realized in the process of that conversation, though, that I had already decided that's the one I wanted to talk about, and I just needed to hear it in her voice. And yeah, with my decision to leave grad school, by the time I talked to her about it, I had pretty much already made up my mind. I just needed to hear from her that it wasn't a terrible idea. Using someone as a sounding board can be a great way to figure out how you feel about things. But you also need to have caution here, because using someone as a sounding board is not the same thing as getting advice from them. When you use someone as a sounding board, you already know what you want to hear back. So if what the person says doesn't fit with the narrative you have in your head, you might not actually hear what they're saying. If I don't listen closely enough, in those conversations, I can leave feeling like I'm making the right choice and not actually put consideration into what she said. There have definitely been times where my mom has said that she will, quote, support me in whatever I choose, which is 100% mom speak for, I don't agree with the choice you're making, but you're an adult, so it's your choice to make. Having a sounding board is great, but so is listening to what actually comes back. So what do you use as a sounding board? Do you talk to friends, family? Do you journal, make video blogs? Let me know down in comments what you think. Also guys, a quick update on my 100 subscriber question and answer video. I want to be able to fit in a few more of your questions, so if you have any questions, please put them in comments below and I'll try to get to them in next week's video. If you like this video, I hope you consider subscribing. I post videos every Wednesday. You can check out my video from last week by clicking right here, or a playlist of all of my videos by clicking right here. You can also find me on all of my social media, links below, and I'll see you next week. Bye!